Okay, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, and we have the Icon A5 this time. However, there is a small mistake. As you see, I have taxied on runway 19. I should have taxied on runway 1. But I think I will not return back to the menu. We can continue. We can go from the other side, isn't it? I mean, we can fly. And not to lose much time, isn't it? Okay. We will depart from runway 01 again. And I think this is the fastest way to go to the beginning of our runway, which is 01 and not 19. We will land on runway 19. Okay. I hope I will stop on time. Good. So let us evacuate the runway because we must have our settings on the autopilot, our frequencies. Yeah, this should be the runway. The extreme turnability of the Icon A5. I think somewhere here is just fine. We don't disturb no one. Okay, somewhere here. I will set the parking brakes once again. Inconvenient position, here it is. What do these two planes have in common? The JMB VL-3 that we used earlier in the Icon A5. What is common? They have the same Garmin Avionics. They have the G3X Touch. And this is why we use the Icon A5 this time, because the procedure more or less is similar. The only difference is that this plane doesn't have any knobs, as you can see. It is quite sophisticated, and I hope that you had a look at the previous tutorials. Otherwise, you may have a look. The procedure is exactly the same. I pressed B to correct my elevation, which is about 600 feet. We are in Vilnius International Airport. So since there are no knobs here, there is not even a knob for the heading. Please pay attention to this. There is no knob for the heading and of course no knob for the altitude, so how we use this plane. Okay, so I bring the G3X Touch. All the functions are here. We said that we press here, I hope my cursor is visible, in order to bring the autopilot features. Here they are. Okay, flight director must be on. How do we change the heading here? Any idea? We use these two knobs here, heading up and heading down. It is runway 10. We will depart from runway 10. So, runway 10, 14. Okay, I will use the keyboard command, which is CTRL plus insert 10. Exactly, here it is. See, heading is 10. So, now it changed, you see. Again, snap. Not 110. Press slowly here, otherwise you may have a crash. I say this every time. Okay, CTRL plus insert 10. Let us go to our runway. Very convenient position for the brakes. after the update of the Icon A5, which means after the installation of the Autopilot and the Garmin G3X Touch Avionics, we said that this plane has a tendency to move continuously. Okay. Somewhere here. Exactly. So once again I set my parking brakes, otherwise we will end up again on runway 19, isn't it? F to restore the camera view. There is a tutorial about this. How do we set the ILS frequency, which once again will be 109.10. We press here and then we go flight plan here. Exactly. You see? Now we go nav 1. Here it is, and our ILS frequency is runway 19, 109.10. 109.10. Transfer. Exactly, you see, the arrow points from the other side, because we will land on runway 19, 190 degrees. Active frequency 109.10. Okay. I can as well set an altitude of yeah, pretty low, let's say 1200 feet, because I want to have a look once again at Vilnius town. There is a payworth scenery that we installed. Okay. Rate of ascent we set 500. Heading is on. I set my flaps to scales, or 3, I think 2. Yes, 2 scales. So flaps are fully extended. I want to have a low speed once again, and more or less I think that we are good to go. So I release my parking brakes. Okay, airborne. My cameras for the Icon A5. And I can retract my gear. And I gauge the autopilot. We will climb only at 1200 feet because we want to have a look again at the beautiful town of Vilnius and the wonderful payworth scenery that we installed. Actually, this is a mistake. The airport is a payworth scenery. The airport of MM Simulations. The town is a freeware from Flight SimTO. So now I use, as you see, the buttons here because there are no knobs. We are flying pretty low. Let us have once again a look at the town, and let us go to land on runway 19. And here I cannot bring any window. I don't have this luxury. These are my saved cameras. Can I turn slightly? Excellent. The sky wrappers of Vilnius. There is a river once again and the bridges. You can download this freeware from FlightSim. I really would suggest you to do so. The only problem is that I don't monitor my speed at the time being. So let us turn. Okay.
Widowmaker Tree 9er leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
I would like to change my frequency.
Vilnius Tower Widowmaker Tree 9er frequency change.
So the airport is right behind of us. Let me have a look. Yes, so it seems. Good. More or less we stabilized at 2200 feet. Okay. Only the interesting parts of this flight. Ah, good. I can bring the PFD. Good. Here it is. Yeah, this is good. Let me have a look. Here is the Glideslope. Okay, approach. Glideslope is activated, GS green, and lock is activated. Good, excellent. We have again an ILS approach. We are established both on the Localizer and on the Glideslope. It took us some time, but finally it is okay. So I can extend my gear. Good. And once again, we go to land on runway 19, isn't it? But this time we have the Icon A5. Hands free. Have once again a look at the town of Vilnius. I can minimize this window. Okay, speed of about 60. Yes, I know I should have been more focused on my landing, but I can't resist to this beautiful freeware scenery. It is freeware finally. As I said, you can download it from Flight Sim.to. The airport not. The airport is a payware. There are two payware add-ons. One is from MM Simulations and the other one is from Lithium Design. There are clips in the channel about these two sceneries. Hands free. Something I don't like here, you see, I lost the glide slope. Yeah, yes, this is a fair punishment. I mean, this is a fair punishment. But I will not go around, I mean, I will land. I should have focused more on my landing. This is fair. Actually, it is a good lesson. Anyhow, I have a look at the compass. I disengaged the autopilot. Yeah. Actually, we fly VFR at the moment. I showed you how the procedure is. I was not paying attention at my instruments and I lost the lateral guidance. Yeah, this is embarrassing, the truth is. This is embarrassing. I think I will retry the last stage after the landing. Yes, I will retry the last stage. Okay. We continue a second attempt. I promise I will not look at all at the city this time. I mean, that was quite embarrassing. The runway is right in front of us, runway 19. Approach. Yeah, this is annoying actually, but it was my mistake. Okay, I have the localizer. Here it is. Come on. Come on. Where is the glide slope? Okay, GS, good. Lock and GS. Okay, I promise I will not look at the town this time. I will just go to finish my job and to land. Hands free. So annoying, but it was my mistake. Yes, lock and GS both are active. My speed is slightly higher this time, about 80 knots. No wind, true speed also is about 81 knots. Yes, good. Still on autopilot. 70 knots. Vasipapi lights too wide to red. Okay. Okay, I can disconnect the autopilot. Let us go to land. Again, isn't it? Yeah, gear is down. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Good. Let's say so. Once again, we'll evacuate the runway, and I think we will continue with the third plane that it is equipped with the G3X Touch, the NX Cap Crafters. I will not go to the airport, I will stop somewhere here. Okay. Good.